if so many people want to be an entrepreneur, why do we have so few in Germany, in Europe, in many countries outside the US and China? Why do we have so few? We had 4 people, yeah, we have, I don't know how many business school administration students do we have in Germany or in Europe? I think we have maybe like 100,000. This is a typical McKinsey exercise. How many students, or how many people, how many parents, how many children, how many whatever, yeah? So, and since so many people did the internship at McKinsey, we should figure it out. But let's say we have, I know, every year we have 50,000 business school administrations. Why do so few people end up to be an entrepreneur? Why? Why do we have so few entrepreneurs? All of them kind of want to become one. They're afraid. Okay? What do you think?
Well, it's the same. They're afraid for the risk and they like to go to McKinsey or they can have money and security.
Okay, so they're afraid, yeah? And they want security. That's what I want to talk about. I think the 2 things, I only want to talk about 2 things. I want to talk about be brave and be patient. And that is basically, if I look back now to almost 20 years, I finished university here in 1998. That was 1995, the first time in Silicon Valley. 1995, I had my first company, so almost like 19 years now. And those are the 2 things, I think, that make the difference. So let's talk about it. I interviewed a lot of people today already, this morning. And I'm going to interview a lot more people. And it is all of this kind of like, you know, they come in with this dream, as you say, you know, because you were kind of year 1 or something. So kind of you're still fresh and innocent. And basically, yeah, you enter with this dream, then comes your university, yeah, and then you end at McKinsey. Or BCG, or Deutsche Telekom, or Telefonica, since we're in Spain here, BNP, or JP Morgan. So that, like, yeah, you come with a dream and then you end up in Neverland. Yeah? So what is it? Why do so many people end up? Yeah? You interview, I mean, remember, some of you have been here several times, yeah, at this IdeaLab. Yeah? Other people have gone to St. Gallen to do something similar. Other people have gone to Mannheim. Other people have to do it in Barcelona. I don't know. Everywhere there are those entrepreneurial institutions and events. But most people enter here, and they all end up here. And I think you have to free yourself of this thing that you're doing something for your CV. Yeah? Too many people still kind of like do things for your CV. They kind of think, okay, if I've got a famous name here, yeah, a famous name thing, yeah, I've got for 2 years, I've been at McKinsey, and kind of that will help me to find jobs, or I've been at BCG, or I've been at JP Morgan or something, yeah. Too many people still do things for their CV. They're just not brave enough to say, okay, I'm ready to not be in the CV game. Ah, it's a CV game. Yeah? How many famous names do I have in here? Yeah, I remember that kind of, yes, in my experience it was like you needed to have an investment bank, you needed to have a consulting, yeah, and maybe one big corporate or something, yeah. And, you know, you need to free yourself of that, because that way you will never get there. You are still, in those years, where you have the biggest opportunity to build your own company. Yeah, I don't think anywhere, probably like in post-war Germany and in internet Germany, yeah? In those periods of times, you have the best opportunities to do something. Yeah? In 25 years, it will be different, because then the internet companies in so many markets are going to be so big that basically it's very difficult. But you are still there where you can start a company. And I think you yourself, It's only up to you to finally say, okay, I'm not going to go. And you know, many of you who now, I think many end university now in June, or next year, or the year after in June, or the year after, basically. And then kind of like, yeah, now you're all in favor still, and then comes a period of time, okay, what are we doing? And then kind of like you have all those great companies coming here and they tell you about the famous 2 to 3 or 4 year training and so on. Yes, start the company later. Start the company later. But the reality is your likelihood to start a company goes down every single day. Let's look at it. In America, many great entrepreneurs basically do it just before college. Or look at Zuckerberg, I think he was 19 and so on, yeah? Kind of like just around the corner, 45 minutes from here, Ralph Dommermuth. He left, I think, he left school in 8th grade, yeah? And so basically, then he's basically started 3-4 years later doing his first business. So the most successful entrepreneurs start early. And early is the best time, before you are changed. Because once you start at McKinsey, once you start at someone else, you get into a mood that really brings your livelihood down. Your courage goes down with every month at McKinsey. Yeah? Every month. Yeah? So month 1, you are still here. Yeah? And then kind of like after 4 years, it goes down dramatically. To speak to someone who's been 4 years at McKinsey takes me 2 hours to have him join us. Someone who's basically right after university takes me 4 minutes. Yeah? So that's it. The likelihood goes dramatically down. Because he asked me about security. I tell him, you know, do you want to build that big business online fashion in Southeast Asia, or you want to build the Amazon of Vietnam, or you want to build the Amazon of Africa with me? And you know, the one who's 23, 24, 25, 26, who has not started yet, he says yes. The one who's 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 says, oh, I first have to discuss with my partner. Yeah, with my partner. Or are there good schools in Lagos, Nigeria? Yeah? Yeah? It's better when you don't have to look for schools yet. I mean, kindergarten, play school and all that stuff, yeah? It's much better. So, it's much better. You have less of a backpack. The earlier you start, you have less backpack to carry. Less things to worry about. And I think this is very, very key.